Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome to the Ask Guil podcast. I have to make sure I say ask correctly because I will say axe because I'm from Haiti and I
Checks
can't.
out.
Yeah.
Checks
So
out.
how you doing, Joy?
I am
Oh,
wonderful. Yeah, I'm
hey,
happy to be here.
good. So you're on the Ask Guil podcast. Do you have any questions you want answered?
I do.
Okay.
So, a question that I'm asking that I'm sure a lot
Mhm.
of people want to know is like, if today was day one of a podcast, what would be your recommended setup, like a beginner friendly? If you get this, you can start today kind of.
So the first question I tell people when they ask me those type of questions is how many cameras?
You do always ask
How
people
many
that.
cameras? How many people will be on the podcast? Because if
Yes.
it's 5 people, it's going to require more than just 2 or 3 cameras.
True. So,
So
why is that though? Why can't we just have one camera with a wide shot of everybody?
it works, but it's just as far as like aesthetic wise, everybody should have their own camera per se. Like you should have a wide shot with everybody in there. Then there should be a camera dedicated to one person, zoomed in, just so you can see the environment where they're in.
I like that.
Yes. So I like having a 3 camera setup for pretty much every podcast. So
Okay.
yeah, one shot for the wide.
This shot.
Yeah, this shot for the wide. And we have this shot right here for the side angle.
I like the
So
side
the
angle.
side angles is great. So in theory, I should have had another one here. So to
you
be 3,
shorted
I'm
me a
short. I
camera.
shorted you a camera.
Ah.
But I love having 3 camera setups, and it's really cool because we could do cool stuff like this if we wanted to.
This is cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's a little
interesting,
wonky.
right? But this is the possibilities of having a 3 camera setup. So
I like it.
yeah.
I like it. What about cameras? So I remember when I started my podcast studio here
Yeah.
at CoSpace, I asked you like,
Mhm.
what cameras is my beginner camera? You gave me some options of
Yeah.
like, if you want to begin and just point and shoot, do this one.
Yeah.
And if you want a lot more,
Yeah.
then do this one. And so kind of talk through that.
So the thing is too, budget wise. So there's
Yeah.
cameras like this. This is a full frame camera. This is the Sony A7C. I always recommend getting a camera that has a flip out screen, a screen that you can see yourself, so you can do some selfies or you can visualize what's going on here.
And you always say mirrorless.
Mirrorless, 100%. Mirrorless due to the fact that you're going to get better video quality, shoot 4K, and they're lighter.
Oh.
Yeah, they're always going to be a lot lighter.
Cool.
So mirrorless cameras give you really good video quality, and they allow you to shoot for long periods of time.
That's really cool. And the stand just for the lens.
Well,
Is that optional or like?
this lens just happens to be bougie like that. It comes with its own leg.
That's amazing.
They call it a stanky leg.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a bougie leg.
It's a bougie leg,
It's a
yeah.
bougie leg. I'm
So-
here for it.
But I would always recommend. I know it's going to sound very not elitist, but brand loyalist.
Mm-hmm.
Sony.
Yeah.
And people will say, no, I like
I
this
remember
brand
before you were saying
better.
when you started, it was
Yeah.
Nikon.
To me, it's Nikon.
But
But-
Sony is like the next
But
level.
I tell no, it's not even the next level. It's more affordability.
Oh.
Because remember the lenses that I'll refer you to buy,
That's true.
they're very affordable.
That is true.
Sony opens up the market to let other companies make lenses for them. Other companies don't
Oh.
necessarily do that.
That makes sense because the lens that you told me to get, it worked with the Sony, but with other photographers that are trying to upgrade, they can only get the same company's
Exactly.
lens. Okay, connecting the dot here.
Yeah. So I like Sony for that. Nikon is great. Nikon just bought Red. If anybody knows about Red cameras, it's a big deal. But I would
That's a good
tell
thing.
people just move to Sony.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we know about the camera setup.
Yeah.
What about mics?
So microphones. So people need to know this. Audio is way more important than video.
Yeah.
Like
that's
if you
true.
can't hear the person, the
Or if
video
they
means
sound raggedy
if they
and
sound
busted.
raggedy or busted, like I do right now, it's going to be bad, right? So for audio, I love using the short SM7B microphone, but more recently, wireless microphones have become a big thing. In DJI, I think you have a DJI.
I do.
DJI has really good microphones, so look into those. Newer also makes really
I
good
have
microphones.
those too.
Newer is pretty good. I saw it on the table.
Yes. And I find that Newer is very affordable.
Yes.
But sometimes I think you have to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a lot of the description is very,
Yeah, very newer-ish.
Yeah.
Like it's like very bland. Like I've been using newer gear since like 2014.
Yeah.
You might have it'll have a light. and you'll have a microphone. Like they're very hit or miss, but more recently they've been
more hit than
consistent.
miss.
They're more consistent. Yeah, I
Okay.
think more hits.
That's good. So we got the mics, we got the camera. Let's talk about the systems and everything like that, because all of these things have to plug into one thing that's going to tell it what to do.
Essentially. So, and the thing is, they don't have to.
Oh.
So it's like the thing is, we could have 3 individual cameras and have SD cards plugged into them, and you have the videos plugged into the camera. So after you finish recording, you take each SD card, put it into your computer. But that's a daunting task.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a lie.
It's ghetto. It's so cool because you're going to be getting really good, consistent quality.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it. I love. Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so what would you recommend to not have to do all of that?
I would use something like the Rodecaster Video. So, and it's so funny, and you're probably going to get mad at me. The Rodecaster Video S just got announced last week.
I am going to get mad at you.
It's literally $499, and it's a 3-camera input.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I was it's coming out in December, so it's crazy. But yeah, something like that is great because it's literally just a smaller version of that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And what that does, it allows you to connect up to 3 cameras and 2 microphones.
That's really cool. Yeah. So now we got everything set up.
Yes.
Not most importantly, but a very important thing with podcasts is being monetized.
Yes.
So I know that you have a couple of different.
Yes. So I would highly recommend putting your podcast on a platform. So the way you do that is using a program or platform like Libsyn. Libsyn allows you to upload your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever.
And you have a code.
I do have a code.
Yes,
yeah.
So give them the
code. So
you
could go to libsyn.com and use code Guil, Guil, and get your first month free. And when you do sign up, make sure you sign up for the Pro plan. You'll be able to get advertisements on your podcast, meaning you could monetize your podcast day one. So as soon as you drop your episodes, you'll have ads on there. It's pretty dope.
That is pretty dope. And spell out Libsyn for those who
So Libsyn is Libsyn. Libsyn. It's pretty dope. I realized that because Libsyn, to me, I've known it all my life, ever since I was a kid, like in high school, middle school. Because it's been the oldest podcast platform. But then again, I realized that I'm weird. So I'm the only human being I feel like that knows about Libsyn.
I never heard of them until you told me about it.
I'm like, how did you not know what Libsyn is? And then this is the oldest podcasting hosting platform. But then again, you got to remember, I was the weird Haitian kid listening to podcasts and radio in 2007, 2004.
I love it. Yeah. So my last question for you, for Ask Guil, what would you say would be like the best cadence? So some people like to try to record like everything at once or once a month. Some people try to do it every day, every week. Like, what would you recommend for a person who's just started their podcast?
That's a beautiful question because I have done so many all-day podcasts. Like I've done 10 episodes in one day, 8 episodes. And in theory, it's cool because you get to get all those episodes out. But I don't think the host realize how much energy it drains from them.
Yeah. So
and
it's not
episode
fair. 10 is not as good as episode 1.
And it's not fair to the guests because they'll have guests coming around the clock, and then you are just trying to get them out. You're just treating them like a number.
Yeah.
And me as a producer, I see it, and I'm like, this is awesome, but your guests
should have broke this up.
Yeah, you should have broke this up. So I would say if you do it in one day, maybe do 3 episodes in one day. That way you have enough time for your guests. Everybody's different. Everybody's energy is different, but I've done a 10-episode podcast in one day and it broke me. It broke the guests. It broke the everybody that was there. It's not something that you should really like flesh out and plan. Yeah.
I've seen people even here do like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And even by then they be tired.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good answer. You got to know like what their energy can allow.
Exactly. And it's not fair to your guests too, because your guests are coming on excited to speak to you. And then they are guest number 4 of 10. And then you're like giving them standoff like, energy. Hurry up. Yeah. So I would say 3 episodes max.
I love it. Those are my questions.
Okay.
This is very helpful. So I feel like if you're starting a podcast, it's not as hard as we think, but you just have to do a little preparation.
Yeah, you just got to be prepared. That's with everything. Just got to be prepared. Especially with AI Joy. Like they have tons of AI tools out there. Joy is one of those AI tools. Definitely can help you out. Yeah.
I love it. This is awesome.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming on to Ask Guil podcast.
Yay!
Bye. Awesome. That was good.
That was fun.
All right. Let me end it on Chrome. Boom. See ya.
Yay!